Well, good morning. This is fun. It's always Friday. Isn't it always Friday? Like every time we talk, it's Friday. So it has been a very busy week. As you can imagine, it's still, we're heading into February. That's actually a busier month in fitness than January is, because we were recuperating in January from December, and now people are really ready to think about their goals in fitness. So, we're getting a lot of questions coming in because we have a whole slew of new clients, which is really fun. I mean, the energy's high. People are really focused on what it is they want to accomplish this year. And so one of the things that I'm getting from them, because in the consultation, I'm always talking with a new client in the form of what to expect. If you don't know what to expect, it feels very scary. So we prep you what to expect when you're practicing fat loss, when you are jumping into a workout program that's very different than anything you've ever done. And in the consultations, I tell people, I'm like, I'm just going to give you fair warning so you know what we're talking about. Like the workouts are 30 minutes, right? And I tell people, you will be more sore than you've ever been in your entire life doing any other program. Or if you've never done a program, this is going to be a soreness that maybe is foreign to you. And right after the first workout, you are sore for 5 days. It doesn't matter if you're 20 or if you're 80. It is across the board the same, that when you do a rest-based workout, when you're sprinting and recovering, and the sprint's micro short, 10 seconds, and your recovery is as long as you need, you are compressing your productivity in a way that causes you to break down the muscle tissue faster, which also causes a fat burning effect. I mean, the whole thing is very, very effective. But the first time is the worst because you're sore for 5 days straight. And people are like, nah, it's like, it's 30 minutes. Like, how bad could it really be? It's like, okay, well, I'll just take what you're saying and just go with it. And like clockwork, we don't see them for 5 days, because the instructions are, if you're that sore, if you can't sit down and you can't laugh and it's hard to wash your hair, you need to just take some time off. Our training is unlimited, so it means you can come back whenever you're good and ready. And so we've had elite athletes, we've had beginners, it doesn't matter, across the board. After that first workout, we don't see them for 3, 4, 5 days, and then they come back going, I thought you were kidding. Like, I thought you were trying to scare me. Like, I'm like, no, you'll never be that sore again. That is a one-time deal. And so we give them permission to take their rest. We want people to listen to their bodies for the first time in forever. Some people have never really taken into account what they truly need, and that is to take your rest. So even in a work setting, as a busy entrepreneur and running a business, I have found that my sprint period is about 3 weeks, and then I need a rest, and I need to take some time off and refresh and reset, and then I come back fired up again. So if you're really wanting to live your life fired up, this is a principle across the board. It's applicable whether you're in a fat burning workout or you're in a lifestyle that's requiring some rest. It's going to increase your productivity. You're going to compress your productivity and take it to a completely different level of sustainability. So here's one of the things, the mental block that gets in our way is, say, a new client who comes back and says, oh my gosh, I thought you were totally kidding that I would be sore for 5 days, but I felt like I was hardly getting anything done, and I was resting so much in the workout, and I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't do well, and then I was so sore that I couldn't come back. And then she's like, this is my first day back. I mean, this was a comment that was made just this morning, but it's one of many. I mean, she didn't make that up. She wasn't the first one to say that. And she said, and then I felt really bad that I didn't come back. I'm like, oh great, there goes my program. And I remind people, like in the consultations, it is not all or nothing. this is like 80-20. If you go all or nothing, you're going to fail. Like within a week, you'll fail. And so, and that's weight loss, right? Weight loss is, you know, I have to not eat, exercise more, and keep that regimen up till I can't take it anymore, and then I will cheat on myself, and then it's 6 months of bad meals and no workouts to, you know, punish yourself for you know, getting off track, and then you start over again. Like, what's that? so in a fat loss program, the goal is an 80-20. So that first week, it's not that you're not doing anything. If you don't come back in to do your workout, you are doing something. That is what recovery is. Recovery is letting your body get through the soreness process, that those muscles were broken down, little tears were created in the fiber, the body's repairing, and then you come back stronger, more purposefully using those muscles that were sore because you found them in a big way, and you'll know how to find them again. But it's even more important that we understand that when we take our rest, we are doing something. When we have clients who are like, oh, what am I going to do? I'm going on vacation for a week, and I'm like, my program's going to be, you know, toast. And I'm like, no, take your rest. Your body loves to rest. Give yourself permission to rest. If you give yourself permission to rest on that week, like, go on vacation. If you're going on vacation, like, really, really go on vacation. Be present in the moment, enjoy the time off, let your brain settle down, let your body settle down, eat what you like to eat, whenever, you know, just do what you like to do. You'll come back so fired up. You'll come back stronger than you were before. When I take some time off, it may not be that I'm taking lots of time off. You know, I'm not taking weeks off. I'm taking a couple days off. You know, or I really make my weekend deliberately centered around resting. That's super important, because then I come back fired up. You know, you will go into burnout mode if you're in constant marathon mode. We are not built to do marathons. We are born to sprint. Sprint and rest. Your body loves it. It turns into a fat-burning machine. Your brain loves it because it renews the mental energy required to do your day-to-day. It renews emotional energy where you feel exhausted and drained. That's where overeating happens, is when you feel exhausted and drained. And it was a thought before it was ever an emotion. So, and then your behaviors are either draining or renewing your spiritual energy, that core value system for who you really are and who you believe you are, and whether your actions are right. You do what you do best and then hire the rest, right? Okay, you guys, have an amazing weekend. Get fired up. It's going to be the best weekend of your life if you decide it will. Here we go.